coming in, winning this first one. The S&D's Optic has struggled on, quite frankly. I mean, they have not been a great S&D team. It's like
they have at times. They have at times. I thought they were a lot better towards the end of stage one.
At times, right?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they come out, they'll beat a team like 6-1, 6-2. They would play at the same team like 2 weeks later on like the same map, and it would be like a 6-4, 6-5 type of game.
They can be very, very good at effectively trading, and when they are, tough to beat. But let's get right into the ban protect here for game 2, infection, search, and destroy. You see overkill coming off immediately. Formal going to target that overclock. And now what I'm curious about is the snipers in the past would be something Envy almost had to eliminate. You needed to because you didn't want to go toe-to-toe.
Not really too worried about it anymore.
That's my question. Yeah, are you not really worried about it?
John's pretty good with the SVG, so we've seen him do that on Luminosity. I don't think you're too scared of it anymore if you're Envy. And, well, overkill, overclock, flashbangs, rapid goes. You know high caliber is going to go as well. Expect that to come out of the game in one of these.
And we've seen, you know, it's been Kinetic. Kinetic and Heatwave have been targeted pretty heavily over S&D throughout the past couple of days. Do you think we see those coming off here, or are these guys going to vie just to play with all the specialist abilities?
Yep, don't know. I think you definitely could see like a Camo or a Kinetic go. I think those would probably be ones that you would look at if you're Envy. Obviously, you get rid of Kinetic. You can get...
Well, we
may
have a bit of an issue here. Is unfortunately, it looks like we dropped out of that game, so we'll have to wait and see if we're going to be able to hop back into this one. We'll figure out what's going on with our admin team, make sure we can get back in, get this one loaded up. But I don't know if that was on our end or maybe the lobby died on the other side, but we'll find out shortly. But while we're here, can't take a lot from Ban Protect because we only got halfway through that one, obviously.
Yeah, we didn't really see much. I knew something was fishy when I was like turning to look. And I was like talking about high caliber. I was like, that is a very long second for 24 seconds. And I was like, that has been on 24 for a very long time. I was like, I don't think this is going to make it.
Yeah, it did not make it. As you saw, we lost connection there. So apologize, guys, for the delays, but hopefully we can get it ready and loaded here shortly. So, I mean, let's talk a little bit, I guess, about Infection S&D as a map. When you look at the 4 players from either side here, are there any advantages you see for a team just by this map alone for S&D on Infection?
I mean, you could say maybe John with the sniper rifle on Luminosity, he would go up into that top grandma's house, look in the middle. On the other side, he would go from church, look in middle, and then sometimes go over towards that B street. Maybe we see that out of Envy, but that's something that would kind of completely change what Envy's done in the past. But this is a completely new Envy team, so we may see something along those lines. Yeah,
we just saw, I mean, thinking recently, it was, Game 7, Grand Final, Rise versus Optic on this map, where you saw that incredibly back-and-forth game. Obviously, you know, that was just a 2-3 weeks ago, so that's fresh in their memory. Playing against the top team is we're already, I feel like, starting to consider Envy. I know it's been one day, but I've just been so impressed with the 4 maps I've seen them play.
Yeah, I know. I think you can definitely say they're going to be right up there. I mean, look at what Elevate was your number 4 team. I mean, they're 0-2. I mean, really early, but they don't look good at all right now. I mean, they look really kind of out of sync. Usually Elevate, like we talk about how great their teamwork is, they just don't look on the same page right now. I think this Envy team, you got to put them right up there.
Yeah, no, I could see that certainly being true. But again, guys, just waiting to get back into the lobby here before we get ready to go. I can see our admin team's kind of hopping around here to decide what's going to be the call. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a replay, obviously. Just need to make sure we get everybody back in. But let us know your thoughts, obviously, on Twitter. Who do you see taking this? You know, we saw a lot of tweets before that Game 1. Now that Envy took it, Optic fans, you a little bit nervous. The boys in blue, guys supporting them, how you feeling now that you stole a hardpoint off a team that lost a couple of hardpoints, I think, really throughout all of Stage 1.
They lost one to DT.
It might have been like 2 or 3 total hardpoints.
Maybe DT and Complexity. They lose the hardpoint to Complexity when they lost them?
They all blur together so much back in Stage 1, that's for sure.
Or did Envy win the hardpoint when they played against them?
All right. Well, I hear we do actually have a tweet for you guys out there. Want to get you involved. Use the hashtag CWLPS4 regarding this one. If you are just tuning in, again, guys, just a quick break while we get the party back together, get all players in so we can get started here. But want to hear your guys' thoughts as soon as I see what the question is. Should be coming through momentarily.
Yeah, which ones? Yeah, there's the question. There you go.
It's going to be Astro Epoxy. So that's actually the response to what we saw before Game 1. So he thinks Optic will take it in a close 3-2, which if they're going to take it now, I kind of thought beforehand, if Optic takes it, you're looking at a 3-0, 3-1. I kind of felt like if Envy took it, I thought it had the potential to maybe go the distance. Now with taking that hard point, this sort of starts to have Game 5 written all over it for me, unless Envy is as strong as they've looked.
Right, unless Envy, exactly. I think this definitely has like Game 5 written all over once Envy takes that first hard point.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about John specifically, because John was the guy. I mean, if you look at just yesterday and today, Respawn specifically, he has been an absolute monster. And this is a guy that, due to his age, hadn't been able to compete in some champs. He's taken breaks at times, hasn't been on top rosters, really solid Black Ops 2 player, but throughout Ghost and AW, kind of struggling to make his mark.
He was on some teams.
No, I know, but I would say top teams. Like, is this the best roster he's had?
In a very long time, yes.
Yeah, since like Black Ops 2 maybe?
Yeah, I would say that, yes, without a doubt.
Yeah, I think that I agree with you. We'll see what he's able to do here. But it looks like the game is getting loaded. They've been able to get back into the party. Guys, thank you for your patience. Apologize for the delay. But let's toss it back over to the casters. Revan, Courage, take it away, guys.
Yes. We have gotten into the game. The action has already started on up. Couple kills in favor of these two teams. We'll be sure to hop into the gameplay right away. We just want to make sure with the admins that we were all set. We are in the middle of round one, number one already, and there you see.
It's already over.
Optic Gaming get that round win. They'll go up 1-0, and you didn't miss anything too crazy, but we had to confirm that the players were fine. Everything on our end, everything was on our end of things. So the players and everyone in the lobby were good. So we are good to go. Optic Gaming are up 1-0 in this S&D. If you are just tuning in, Envy take the hard point 250 to 225. Now, Revan, coming into this Infection S&D, looking at these two squads, Optic Gaming obviously take that first round. Things you're looking for from Envy and S&D, though, to try to take this game off Optic?
I think Envy, if they're able to maybe use the snipers, I think Formal's M8 shot is a little too good. Maybe to put a sniper in his hand, so I think if somebody brings that from out the game, it might be Karma. So it's going to be Formal.
There you go.
Actually, open things up with the ME. He takes down John. It's going to be Krim, though, with the Shiva. He's going to try to follow this up, looking for the trade kill onto Apathy. Karma laying down some covering fire, as it's going to be his teammate Scum trying to push through that B bomb side, as Krim does fall to Apathy as well.
Well, what do you think about Formal getting that first kill in the middle map and then just trying to follow up to the front tank? Just kind of runs by himself. There, Envy peeks 3 men at once. Oh, Karma does get 2. Now left in a one-on-one versus Slasher. Slasher knows he's got to be somewhere near this broken area of the map. He'll just select to just fall on back, play his life down the snow street, and both these players should meet up here momentarily. Who gets a drop on each other? It does look like Slasher gets it there to win that round. No 1v3 for you there, Karma, says Slasher as he closes that one out.
I mean, that was really close. Karma almost had that, but Slasher just gets a jump on him here. I think Karma was worried about maybe Slasher hitting through the middle of the map and coming through that green alley. But, of course, whenever we talk about Infection, Search, and Destroy, the trophy system, so important here, especially when you want to set up a push right up that B street. You need something to block the incoming grenades. And I've watched a lot of Search and Destroy gameplay on the side of Optic Gaming. I know that they love to use those double danger close grenades to try to slow down this push from the offensive side.
Yeah, as game one ended, I went and checked Twitter, saw Merck saying that, these circumstances this is the best chance Envy will have at beating Optic with everything going on. JCap there gets taken out. As I mentioned, one little factoid, you got 4 kills for Optic Gaming in about 5 seconds. They'll take that round, very reminiscent of what that first round was in the game. Look at Scump, 3 kills in the final kill cam. A snapshot on that second player as well. Good stuff from him. He was really the one from Optic Gaming who more than held his own in that game number 1, continuing to do well in game 2.
And he's able to put himself in a position like that because they have trophy systems down there to block the incoming grenades. He's able to get up close and personal with that VMP, and a very quick round for Optic Gaming. They completely shut down that push that Envy were trying to put together, and now, once again, they throw down the trophy systems to solidify their position and allow themselves to push up and challenge this player all the way in the back. It's going to be Apathy, and well, he's all alone.
And he's got that Shiva. This time, though, Formal gets the better of him here. He charges right on up. Basically did what he did in round number 1, except this time it worked out in his favor. The bomb will go down. Formal, though, now getting tagged up. Almost somehow whipped that shot onto John. Going to be a 3-on-3. OG need to hold this bomb site off. And how does Envy elect to play this one? Looks like they're going to have to send John down Snow Street, and 2 players going to pinch through B.
Yeah, Scump takes some shots, so he's forced to back down. He has some help from Karma right next to him. Scump's still weak. Karma picks up a pick kill there under John. He picks up 2. Scump trying to... and Slasher picks up 2. Now it's down to a 1v1. Slasher versus Crim6. The bomb still planted, and just like that, Krim picks up the kill as Slasher moved in, maybe for a defuse. That actually just happened so quickly. Everybody's shooting from all angles. I was like, wait, he's staying alive, and then there's a guy flanking. But in the end, Optic Gaming stay alive, they make the kills happen, and they win another round.
Surprised to see that Optic really didn't pick up on the fact that John was down in that snow street. I thought that they saw both players in B. It didn't appear so because Crim6 actually wound up watching their back spawn. Then he just pushed through it in the time that they would have most likely traded the player that pushed out of B. I believe that was Slasher in the end, though. Optic Gaming do win that one. They'll go up 3-1 in this game, too. Apathy still electing to use the Shiva. Since that second round, though, he hasn't gotten a kill.
Yeah, John also started the game off with a sniper rifle in his hands. Not sure if he caught a glimpse of Formal's head right there, but it is something that John has put away, switching out to the M8, and he got some really good timing. The last round gets met with another good timing here as he catches Formal jumping up into the broken connector.
So it seemed like Envy would just want to play that one passively, see if they could get a pick. Now they're beginning to inch up this B street. There is still an Optic player with presence on the B site. Somehow Karma's made his way all the way down the snow street. How is he still alive right now with all Envy players there? JCap, though, with the snapshot on the Scump, and it's going to be Crim left in the 1-on-2. He is on a 3 streak.
They're not watching this. Wait, now they are. Crim with the Shiva. He's able to get one. Takes down John. The bomb yet to be planted. JCap jumps out. He challenges and he picks up the kill. Decisive play from JCap was a little close there. And we knew that Crim, they last spotted him over near the top of Snow Street. And Crim, as soon as he went through the middle of the map, one more bullet from Crim's Shiva, and JCap was dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, Crim didn't get his aim down sights in time, so he was just hip firing there. Obviously, didn't work out in his favor. JCap closes that one out. Envy do keep it close. Within one round, let's quickly take a look at where players are specialist-wise. Anybody with any score streaks. JCap just earned his specialist. That's going to be Psychosis ready to use. And I think that's basically about it in the lobby right now. Optic, though, going for another B Street push.
Yep, they get the trophy systems, and once again, Apathy overstaying his welcome. Now, normally when you have your teammates set up over on the other side of the map and you're all alone near the street, you usually see them playing where Karma's pre-aiming right here, over near the top of the barrels, because you can't really challenge if you're all by yourself.
I believe Formal has been the first blood or first blooded in every round of this game.
Here comes
3
JCap.
first bloods he's earned, and he's been first blooded twice. JCap on this full flank. This is what Optic were worried about last time. And just like that, it's Crim left last alive. He'll get taken out by John, and that'll be Envy tying things up 3-3. The flank from JCap really wasn't needed.
I thought he was going to make the quick play happen here. By the way, John brings out the sniper, as you see, finishes it up with the all-card, but JCap was able to get behind Crim6. Unfortunately, that allowed Crim out. I think he took out Slasher middle map, but fortunately, John is there for the trade, as Envy, they're battling back into the game as they tied up 3 rounds apiece.
Now, heading into this next round, obviously things have been pretty even. Do you want to see teams start to bring out some interesting strategies, maybe change some things up, or you think they still go with what's working so far?
I mean, for the most part, a lot of action going down near the B Street. Now you have Psychosis to kind of lead in here and, you know, kind of be the bait, but it looks like Optic Gaming, they're going to be the ones to change it up.
All right, Optic Gaming are going with more of a give-up B Street push. Scumps is going to play in this site. He's got stock on his VMP. Crim6 gets first blood. Scump just trying to stay alive, playing a very Fizzerp-type role. JCap, though, takes matters into his own hands to take him down. Going to be a 3-on-3, up to Envy to plant this bomb, and it's going to be a 2-man flank from Optic Gaming. Apathy ready with the M8. He's going to be the player to make the biggest difference, and he turns around
He's
at
trapped.
the worst time. Whoever's going to that back island should clean up this kill. Yep, that's Formal.
Yeah, just like that. Now Crim's going to pinch him from the top of the street. Everything falling apart for Envy here. 2 bullets is all Crim6 needs as he turns the corner and takes down Slasher. And that round turned completely 180 for Envy when Apathy got caught out of position. As soon as he was watching the flank, you saw him, he was ready for somebody to come around, but he turned around at the complete wrong moment.
Yep, COD timing in its purest form right there. Optic Gaming retake the lead after giving up 2 rounds in a row to Envy. Yet again, we mentioned the specialists coming into play. I believe Optic Gaming has at least Heatwave, Camo is close, and Crim is also near there with Vision Pulse. If they win this round, Revin, they could have a defensive round with 3 specialists ready to go, which could really seal the deal in this game. 2 Formal again with first blood, the 4th time this game.
Sloppy shots from Karma with that Shiva, and now he's going to get pushed in. He does have Heatwave. He's going to use it here. Just secures the kill on Apathy, but take a look at the minimap. His teammates, they're planting the bomb over near the A bomb site. This Karma just being bait drew the entire MV squad towards this side of the map, and Karma could find its 3rd kill here. I'm not sure if he caught a glimpse of JCap. It looks like he may have. He's coming right behind him. Crim does finish up that kill. It's all up to Slasher now in a 1v4. Optic Gaming looking good to go to map point.
Slasher slowly inching on up. In this 1v4, though, he just shot at a ghost right there. Not going to happen for him. 20 seconds left. This round's going to be over. Karma finishes it on out. Optic Gaming now 1 round away from tying up this series 1-1. Here's a look at how Karma got it done. and you can see how impactful the Shiva is on this map. It made its way through the Ban and Protect, and players have been putting it to use, Revan.
Oh yeah, the Shiva is so deadly on a map like Infection. There are just a lot of long-range engagements that you're going to be getting into, and Formal, like you were just saying, he's been the First Blood King. He does have his active camo to work with going into this round, and that is something that could definitely help with getting First Blood. You still have the Psychosis from JCap. Granted, it's not the most impactful specialist, but it can be used as bait here as you progress up the B Street.
Players look like they're just kind of switching classes, want to figure out exactly how they want to play this. It's going to be Envy doing this passive play style again. It worked out for them earlier on this game. Slasher's doing what he can to stay alive, but Krim gets First Blood. That's 2 rounds in a row. And it's looking tough for Envy. They're all the way back in their base. They have no map positioning. You're going to need some big-time kills from range with these ARs if they want to bring things back, or John could just have a sniper rifle. That works too.
Yeah, John's really good with this sniper, man. He brought it out in the first round, put it away, brought it out again, what was it, like 2 rounds ago, just kind of messing with the timing that Optic Gaming are expecting. And there's the Psychosis being deployed here by JCap, just checking their corners, make sure nobody's hiding around from Optic Gaming, whereas now they've decided to push over near the middle of the map and control that side of the area here.
Bomb about to be planted. They know there's multiple players in middle. You can see with X-Ray, the third one pushing through Broken. John gets that entry kill. He'll go for the plant as well. 2 kills to his name this round. JCap's in a perfect spot to punish the player. Oh, okay. Or shoot his teammate, whichever one works for him. Apathy takes down Formal. It's Scump left in the 1-on-3.
All right, Scump, 4 and 5 right now. A little bit close to that kinetic armor. I assume he just wants to waste some time off the clock so he could get closer and closer to earning that, but they're saying it's not looking good for him, and right now he's just playing on the timing. They're expecting him to rotate around because he hasn't re-peeked here near the middle of the map, trying to look for maybe an exit kill. As he peeks back, there's no way he's going to take JCap off that position, and now if you're Scump, maybe you start thinking of jumping off the map just so you don't feed any extra score to this Envyus team.
It's looking like that's exactly what's going to go ahead and happen, and weep.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
There he goes. Scump jumps off the map there. Smart play. If you're wondering why he did that, he didn't want to get the extra bomb points for the explosion.
Kill.
Over to John. Yes, or feed a kill. Basically plays the same thing. It wasn't like he was super close to a streak or anything. So instead, he'll go ahead and take his own life there. Envy stay alive. Force this round 10. Optic Gaming still 1 round away. They're going to be on the offensive side of things. Can Formal get another First Blood for their team to open up a potentially game-winning play?
So he still has camo to work with, and Crim6 has Vision Pulse along with the Shiva out. And Optic Gaming, they've been having a lot of success over near the B Street. Apathy, I don't want to see him peeking here. He's died here so many times now, and clearly he's peeking for information. And just like that, he's like, okay, you know, I've died here too many times, I got to back up.
But because there hasn't been any sniper presence from Optic, he can play like that, right? If that player going top rock has a sniper and hits a shot, boom, you get punished for it. But the rest of this game, they haven't brought it out. Optic Gaming will get this plant right away. I'm getting flashbacks to Rise versus Optic round 11. John, getting a little crafty. But is this the round to get crafty in? That's the question I have. Misses that shot there. That could have been huge to open up the Snow Street. Apathy gets First Blood. All of Envy are getting themselves in a position for the break. You're saying defuse right away. It's 1v4. Formal left last alive. And Envy get a flawless break to force the round 11. Wow, you could not ask for a better scenario if you're Envy, or a better outcome to a round like that.
And John's going to be 50 points away from the start, plus they know that Heatwave is available.
Oh my God.
Optic, they do get a ton of information
13, 17,
going into this final map.
13,
Who's got defense?
Optic Gaming has defense.
Okay.
This is literally the exact map, the exact scenario for Optic Gaming that they had at the Stage 1 Finals when they took home that round versus Rise Nation.
So you're saying I need to watch Karma?
Well, what I'm saying is that there's also a player. There's also a player on the other team that's got Heatwave as well, just like we saw back at Stage 1 Finals.
And Formal did use his camo, and Crim6 did use his Vision Pulse, so the kinetic armor really going to be the only thing versus
it's really going to be
here.
kinetic versus Heatwave in this round, as he just said. It's going to be Optic Gaming. They're going to put some pressure on B Street. Trophy stops 1 grenade from coming in. One thing to point out, if John stops 1 more grenade with that trophy system, he earns himself a dart. Hasn't gotten it as of yet. Slasher pushed all the way up onto this top rock. Little does he know there's an opponent right around him. How does he like to play this? Does he go for this major First Blood?
Optic Gaming sending 2 around the flank as well. JCap needs to be careful.
Oh my God, JCap's going to get an engagement. Formal gets First Blood again in the back of the map, just like we saw at Stage 1. John inching up. He's got Heatwave. There's the dart. He's still staying alive, though. With that Heatwave, it's a 2-on-2. Slasher and John versus Scump and Formal. Scump does have kinetic armor, and oh my gosh, this could be the tool to break the site, but Heatwave could be used to counter it. Scump sees him pushing on out. They know he's here.
Does he just pop it in challenge?
John, thankfully for him, John is the one all the way in the back of the map. Formal makes it a 1v2. John lasts alive with Heatwave, and he's going to call him the dart with 30 seconds? Oh, this could be the scenario that winds up biting him.
He's got flag. He doesn't have flag.
And Formal knows he's somewhere around here. He's going to try to get this kill. He found, oh, he gets the headshot. Oh, Formal. You sly dog chases down the kill. Here's a look at it yet again. Right here is where Formal poops his pants. Thankfully, though, he still does get the kill. And good for him that he can change his loins between these games. Formal gets it done. Optic Gaming in round 11 again on Infection. Formal's the man that gets, his 5th or 6th first blood of the game. Definitely the MVP of that map for me. As Optic Gaming get it done. Formal 12-6. Slashers 12 kills, not enough for Envy.
It kind of unfolded in, a similar manner. You get one guy watching the flank, even though it wasn't the Heatwave player, it was the bomb.
Yeah.
And because now Optic Gaming set up 2 players, one who has kinetic armor around that area of the map.
Yeah.
So tough for Envy to go in and re-break it. And Scump got the information early on where they were both located. They're like, okay, I see both of them middle map. I have kinetic armor. I have Formal also watching over me, so maybe I don't have to pop it just yet. And Scump actually ends the game. He doesn't even need to use that kinetic.
What's really kind of funny how it worked out was Scump was playing near those middle B steps. So when the dart went up in the air, he spotted it. So Formal just sprinted out of Broken into back barn. John recognized it. He blew up his dart. Unfortunately, it was too little too late as John gets taken down in the final moments. Here's their after-action report yet again. We'll go ahead and pull that up on your screen so you can take a look. Slasher, big game from him, 12-9, but for the most part, it was a well-rounded effort from Optic Gaming. Yes, you look, Scump 4-7, but 3 plants. He was the guy getting the objective done as OG closed it out in round 11.
I think where that game was won was with all the first bloods that Formal got.
Yep.
He was able to open up the map so early on in so many rounds for that team.
Exciting game number 2, and I have a feeling that this series is just getting started. Up next will be Uplink, but before we go to that game, we have our thoughts from the analyst desk.
Thank you, guys. Last time these 2 teams matched up, I know different rosters. Yep. Well, not the last time. The first time they matched up in Stage 1, Game 5 was that map. It was a 6-0 from Envy in a game that lasted about 2 seconds.
6-0 from Optic.
6-0 from Optic, sorry. 6-0 from Optic lasted about 6 seconds. This was a much harder win.
And they have a great chance to close that. I mean, they make a little bit of a comeback. They get it to round 11. They get into a 2v2 scenario, but I thought Scump and Formal played that 2v2 perfectly. John, when he throws the dart out, though, I mean, that was scary. For a second, I thought he was going to be able to pick at least one player off, or at least get some information, know where they were.
I've never even considered that. Like a 1v2 dart play around 11 just seems so crazy to even happen. But the big thing opening that up was Formal. He got that kill on Looney against Rise in the Stage 1 finals, kind of playing that back of the map, back behind Grandma's house. But I believe for our replay, we have all of that round 11. We're going to break it down a little bit, take a look at it so you guys can see it a second time, see where the big plays come in. So here's round 11. Let's take a look at this. And Matt, break down some of the big moments for me here.
So, I mean, Envy set up to go make an attempt over towards that B site, right? And you see that you got Slasher getting up to top rock. There's another player on the side of Optic Gaming watching that top rock. But the first action happens on that right side of the map. I believe that's where Formal rotates all the way through. You see JCap in the back. Formal, with some great timing, just pushes through there, and he should be able to pick up that first kill rather quickly.
It's basically the exact opposite, because remember, they were on the opposite side against Rise. He was catching, I think, Looney on the overextend here this time. No, actually, he was pushing through the same way, wasn't he? Yeah, he was
coming down that green alley against Rise. But there you see Slasher picks up 2, and with that assist, it earns John the dart. So here's where Optic Gaming set up. And Scump actually sees the first guy cross. As soon as he knows that he's not going across directly to that A bomb site, he knows he's going all the way back over by Church Tank, or he's going to go into the back of Grave. And he sees the second player. The second player jumps out, challenges Scump, thinks he's the only one there. Formal's there to take him out with an AR. And this is where John is just going for information, and he comes out of this with about 20 seconds left. He would not, even if he kills Formal, he needs to hunt down Scump. Because the bomb's on the other side.
Ace there? Because he got the opening kill, he got the third, he got the fourth. Did he get the second kill? Because I know he's on a 3-streak there. He might have had the ace for that.
No.
He didn't get one of them? I know he had 3 kills for sure.
I know you would love to give Formal the credit of getting an ace, but no, I don't believe he did.
I would, buddy. I would. But no, that was an insane game. Ties up the series at 1-1. Valiant effort from Envy. John in a tough predicament at the end there. But we're getting...